Hello everyone, today I'm gonna talk about Let's Listen Up, Alexander Graham Bell talking machine. Come here, boy. Alexander Graham Bell wanted to show his brothers a trick. He could stroke the dog's throat so that it sounded like the dog was talking. Alex's father had taught him all about sound. Sound moves through the air wave, said Papa. When the wave hits your ear, you hear the sound. Alex loved sound. He loved to sit under the piano and sing out loud. His voice made the piano wire shake. When Alex grew up, he still loved sound. He also loved inventing. Alex knew that sound shook a wire. Could it also cross over the wire? If Alex could invent a talking machine, then people could talk to each other long distance. Alex knew how he wanted the talking machine to be, but he did not know how to build it. He hired a young man named Tom Watson. Tom could build anything. He built the two parts of the talking machine. The singing part of the talking machine had a mouthpiece that looked like a comb. The receiving part was in the other room. The two parts were joined by the wire. The wire was connected to the battery. When Alice spoke into the comb, the battery sent out waves of the electricity in the other room. Tom listened but heard nothing. Alice and Tom heard Tom. They tried many ways to make the machine work, but every time Alice spoke into the comb, Tom heard nothing. Then one day they tried something new. This time, when Alice spoke, Tom came running. "Did you hear what I said?" asked Alice, excited. "No," said Tom, "but I did hear the rise and the fall of your voice." One day, by accident, Alice spilled acid on his pants. He called into the comb, "Watson, come here, I want to see you." Watson came running. "It works, it works," he shouted. "I heard every word." Trunk, trunk, trunk. Alice was going to the Philadelphia. He was talking his talking machine, taking his talking machine to the World Fair. The United States was 100 years old. There were parties everywhere. The World Fair was the biggest party of all. Excitement was in the air. The whole world had come to visit the fair. Alice didn't know what to do first. He might visit the Egyptian mummy, or stroll through the streets smelling Jason garden, or listen to the music clocks. It was a world of wonder. A giant steam engine paralyzed and indoors at the fair. People were filled with eager to see the working. The pickle snowman named Harry Hayes had made a new tomato sauce. He called it ketchup. Soon, restaurants all over America were the bottle of ketchup of their table. Harry Hayes had made a drink from roots. He called it root beer. It was a hot summer day. Alice frowned off a bottle. Of the bottle. Yum. There were many interesting inventions at the fair: the tabler, the swing machine, the calculator. Alice's talking machine was in corner up a flight of stairs. It was too hard. No one wanted to climb the stairs. Alice was worried what if no one saw his invention. But one person did climb the stairs. He was Don Pedro, the emperor of the Brazil. "What is this thing?" he asked. "Let me show you," said Alice. Don Pedro had a herring pie to his ear. On the other side of the building, Alice spoke into the comb. To be or not to be, the room was noisy. But Don Pedro heard Alice's voice loud and clear. Don Pedro dropped the herring pies. "It talks," he shouted. People wanted to know why Don Pedro was excited. The Jews lined up to try the machine. They could be like that you could talk. So someone across the cold room with a shouting. They were convinced. Alice's talking machine was a marvel. Alice called his invention the telephone, which means fair talking. Soon the telephone was being made all over the world. At first, people were afraid of the telephone. It might spread disease. Everyone would know that pushes. Life would never be the same. But in time, people grew to love the telephone. You could talk to a friend of away, or phone the doctor if you were sick, or bill a grading with or leaving your house. Alice and Watson loved to show people their invention. Ring! "Hi, hi!" shouted Alice into the river. The adults watched while Alice spoke to Watson in a city over the 20 miles away. Bye bye, see you in next video.